Okay, so this is a very simple lab on distributed firewall. Again, just to get you a feel of the feature and function. So the B1 front end has raised a complaint that it's not able to SSH to BU2. Okay, you have been engaged to allow, again, the SSH protocol from BU1 to BU2 solely. Okay, so let us first, before we do anything, let us go to B1 front end and let us ping. First of all, let's try to ping. By the way, one thing we could do, just in case I didn't touch upon, again, remember that you can go to topology and get the IP of any of those machines. So let's first try to ping to BU2 mobile app. This is BU2. Yes, this is BU2 mobile app, and the IP address is 10.1.2.40. So this is the BU1 front end. And yeah, this is 211. So let's ping 10.1.2.12.40. So ping is not actually being allowed, but this is not the problem, to be precise. The problem is about SSH. So if we try even SSHing to 10.1.2.12.40, we are not going to get a reply. So that is interesting. So again, because we're doing distributed firewall, so let's go and look at the smart groups, because this is the first step. Notice we have two smart groups, one for BU1 and one for BU2. Just let's have a quick look at this. So BU1 is matching the environment. This is again a tag on the instances being B1 and is capturing 3 resources, again, which correspond to the diagram. You have BU1 front end, BU1 analytics, and BU1 DB. This is exactly what you are seeing: B1 front end, B1 analytics, and B1 DB. And similarly for BU2, you can see that it touches to the resources, which are the BU2 DB and the BU2 mobile app. Again, BU2 mobile app as well as BU2 DB. So let's look at the rules, and the question is about SSH between BU1 and BU2. So let's go and look at the distributed firewalling rules, and we can see there is a rule that allows ICMP from BU1 to BU1, and there is a rule that allows ICMP from BU2 to BU2. So now they're asking about SSH between BU1 and BU2, especially from the BU1 front end. So what we're going to do is going to create a rule. Let's call it enter SSH BU1 BU2, and let's do the source being BU1 and the destination being BU2. Again, this is based on the SSH that I just tried, and the protocol I want to obviously zoom in as much as possible, so I'm going to say TCP port 22, because this is what SSH is all about. And I'm going to enable logging on that rule. I'm going to say permit. We'll ignore the SG orchestration for now, and I will place the rule at the bottom. That's fine. And let's see if this makes any difference. So if I go now to my instance and I try to SSH, you can directly see the difference. The other thing is I can go to policy monitor, and you can see directly that you have a traffic that matches the rule. And you can see the traffic from BU1 to BU2 going from 211.45, which is the instance I am on. Sorry, this is the BU1 to BU2. This is the one I'm trying. So the instance is 211.45, and the other instance is 212.40. And again, you can see it on TCP port 22. So you get full visibility even from a logging perspective. Actually, the connection is still hanging, and this is me getting into the VU2 mobile app. Okay, now one thing I just want to highlight to you, just so that you understand, is that if you go to the rules, now if you try, for example, to do a curl between VU1 and VU2, this is not going to work because you only allow this, and there is the implicit deny, which will deny everything else. So if I do curl to 10.1 to 12.40, this is not going to work. If you remember at the beginning, this was giving us Aviatrix is awesome. If I want to see this also to work, I'll need to say enter HTTP VU1, VU2, and do VU1 and VU2. And again, I'll have to do TCP, port 80, logging is on, and I can put this at the bottom. Again, I'll save it in drafts. You can see that the curl is not responding. So I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to commit. So now if I do a curl, you can directly see that you get a response. So this explains that, again, if you do a policy monitor, you're able to see that we are hitting the rule, again, from 211.45 to 212.40, and you're able to see the exact traffic. If you're interested in, for instance, additional columns, then you are able to, or maybe you want to reduce them, then feel free to make any changes. You're able to download the page. And even by looking at the traffic count, this gives you an idea of which rules are actually being hit. Okay, so similarly, this applies. So I hope this helps you understand the logic of, first of all, you understand the problem of why we created distributed firewalling, how the feature works, the idea of smart groups, the idea of how you define the relationships between these groups. And as I mentioned, we also announced, we also have an intrusion detection system. Also, we have, from the same distributed firewalling, egress filtering, SSL proxy, and many more interesting security features that are coming. Okay, so this marks the end of the distributed firewalling lab.